Chapter 5. I stayed after school and cleaned the science lab. It put me in a really bad mood. The last class I'd been doing some really smelly experiments, and now I smelled just like the experiments. I kicked my backpack most of the way home. It was so late, the sun was already starting to go down. Fat brown leaves swirled around my legs in a gusty autumn wind. Starting up my driveway, I had a really good idea. I dumped my backpack on the front steps. Then I made my way to the side of the house. I climbed the wide oak tree that nearly touches the house, and I edged out on a limb right outside my sister's bedroom window. I slid open the window, and I waited. The lights were on in Maya's room, and her computer screen glowed. I knew she'd come upstairs soon, and when she entered her room, she wouldn't be expecting any visitors, especially not from the window. I leaned close to the house and listened. Yes, footsteps in the hall. I edged along the tree branch, closer to the window, then I leaned back so Maya wouldn't see me when she walked into the room. I held my breath and waited. Maya stepped into the bedroom. I peeked in. What was she carrying? A bowl of something, and a glass of chocolate milk. Perfect. She took a few steps toward her desk, and I leaned forward. Closer. Hark! Opened my mouth in a terrifying shriek and dived through the window. Maya's eyes bulged. Her mouth dropped open, but no sound came out. Her hand shot up, and the bowl and glass went flying. The bowl was shattered on the floor. Potato crisps flew everywhere. The glass landed on its side, spilling chocolate milk over the white carpet. Brandon! Maya shrieked. You jerk! You jerk! Oops. Just joking, I exclaimed. I started to laugh. I thought I might keep on laughing for at least a year. Maya started furiously pounding my chest with her fists, but of course, that only made me laugh harder. Okay, I'll help you clean up, I told her. I knew I had to calm her down. I was slowly cheered up. It doesn't take much to put me in a good mood, just a good scare. Promise you'll never do that again, Maya insisted. Promise, I replied. Do you really promise? She demanded. Really, really? Sure, I said, patting her head. I really promise. It's easy to make promises. I mean, what are promises? Things that are easy to break, right? I helped her clean up the broken china and the potato crisps and chocolate milk. The carpet had a big stain on it, but what could I do? When we finished, Maya started getting her Halloween costume together. What did she plan to be? A princess, of course. Brandon, what are you going to be? She asked, fiddling with the elastic band on her sparkly tiara. For trick-or-treat, I replied. I'm not wearing a costume. That's for babies. I'll just scare some kid and grab his bag of sweets. She narrowed her eyes at me. You're kidding, right? I grinned in reply. Why would I kid about a thing like that? I lowered my voice. Know what Cal and I are going to do? Something horrible, I guess, Maya said, making a face. Yeah, I agreed. Cal and I are going to wreck Mr. Benson's house. You are not, Maya declared. She picked up a pink net skirt held it against her waist. That's stupid. Why is it stupid? I demanded. Because you're stupid, she replied nastily. You're too stupid to be stupid, I told her. If she wanted to fight, I was ready. Maya dropped the skirt to the bed. The house is too creepy, she said. She was right about that. Mr. Benson lives in this big old wreck, very dark and totally falling apart. The house is on the edge of Raven's Ravine. You know Mom and Dad say you're not allowed to go near the ravine, Maya sneered. I repeated those words, mimicking her whiny voice. She stuck her tongue out at me. But I could jump the ravine, I bragged. She gasped. You're not going to try it, are you? I grinned. Maybe. Actually, I had no plans to try to jump the Raven's Ravine. It was a steep drop right behind Mr. Benson's house. A rock cliff, like a deep crack in the earth, about 3 meters across the other side. It's really dangerous, but lots of kids have jumped the ravine on dares. If you miss, you fall straight down onto the jagged rocks below. Don't look for trouble, Maya warned. Thanks, Mom, I snapped. Don't tell me what to do, okay? She frowned at me. If you go to Mr. Benson's house, you'll get caught, Brendan. No way, I protested. Cal and I, we're too fast and too cool. If only I had listened to her.